Hello, people. So, as we all know, I just watched All About Steve. What a cute movie. What a cute movie. The character in that was one of those weird people in this world. Different, unique, considered crazy, doesn't fit in, yeah, whatever. Sandra Bullock played her very well, by the way, in my opinion. Hi, Omar. Let's see, Mama. You want to come up from Mama's side? What's that? No? No. Anyway, I suppose, just like was the case with her, when you're kind of really strange and there's no one else around like you, if you don't want to be alone, you have to find other people or even just one other person who gets it, who is like you, or is, I don't know, who knows, you never even know why you end up with anybody, or, all I know is that, not everybody is cut from the same mold. When I told my mom how Donald's devout Christian and Donald thought me the stripper, he's going to turn me into her, whatever. Anyway, when I told my mom, how Hope, Donald's mom, this was many years ago, by the way. This was back when I was Donald's so-called girlfriend. I told my mom on the phone, because she was in Massachusetts, I was in LA, it was 3,000 miles away, how Hope was saying to me, you have to lose the little girl, and you are, sarcastically smiling or whatever. No, I actually don't. I don't have to do anything, people. Do you understand? I don't have to do anything. I don't have to get help. I don't have to lose the little girl. I don't have to grow up. I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to stay alive if I don't want to. None of us do, okay? And when I told my mom that, she was cool. She was like, that's what makes you special, Laura. She's like, little girl in you makes you special. Makes you whatever. And my mom, she's been my staunch supporter from day one. She knows what it's like to be ostracized and labeled. But anyway, this video is not going to be me talking. I still haven't read the 3 messages from my friend, or I can't really call this person a friend. I call you a friend when I just met you, especially when I just met you by cyberspace, because, another thing I don't care about, if these, like I said in my other videos, if these men think I'm a snob, or think I'm this, or think I'm that, I really don't care. I'm reading The Gift of Fair by, what's his name? Gavin's, it doesn't matter. The Gift of Fear, and he says something profound in that book. He says a lot of things. I just started reading it. I got it out, but then, I'm more interested in, doing this computer shit. I got it out before I had this computer shit, I got it out just to keep renewing it. But, at core, men are afraid women will laugh at them, while at core, women are afraid that men will kill them, okay? So, he says, Mr. whatever his last name is, Gavin, whatever, especially people like me, women like me who have been abused, we have a tendency, we don't want to hurt people's feelings, we don't want to this, we don't want to assume, and even when I was learning stuff in the domestic violence abuse classes, whatever, unfortunately, when you've been abused, you give off the vibes, and you also tend to have diarrhea of the mouth, you tend to blab, you tend to this, that, whatever, and there are men out there who recognize that and prey upon that, and that's why abused women frequently wind up with someone who abuses them. You know, like a new person, different person. So my mom's friend, she was with an abuser, and then she remarried another abuser. So yeah, my radar's up, and sorry, but I learned this in high school, you know, when I was different, misfit, whatever. And I decided to take out a personal ad. I was like 16. One of the guys that wrote to me, he admitted he was in prison. He was writing to me from prison. Of course, he didn't like it. I didn't send him a picture. He sent me pictures from magazines. He was imagining what I might look like. The woman pictures he sent me were far hotter than I was. I wasn't skinny, but I was really fat. At that point, I didn't like my father lusted after me when I had first moved in with him, and I weighed like 145 at the same 5'9.5" height, with bare feet. By the way, he would deny all this. He never laid a hand on me. But you're not going to tell me my life didn't happen, Daddy. Sorry. Even if you do want to reunite with your long-lost son from 30 years ago, because we all know you only care about your sons and not your daughter. Even your son that's not even really yours, because your wife was off cheating, fucking a black guy. And anyway, although it's admirable that you did accept him from day one until right now as your son, but not when. Anyway. Personal idea. But he was writing to me from prison, and that was almost 28 years ago, you know? Nowadays, things are so advanced. It's like, I don't care. I don't care if I insult these people, these men. I mean, like I wrote to this guy, even out in cyberspace, I want to at least know the bare minimum about you. I just want to know what you look like, want to know if we met in real life, would I be attracted to you before I'm going to start, I don't know, whatever these men sometimes ask me to do, flirt or Skype or whatever, but I would, I will talk to any man out here, any woman, about anything. But if you're gonna ask me things to, thinking I'm gonna, I don't know, there's a different vibe. Even when I was doing Craigslist back in California, there's a different vibe if you like somebody you don't, even if you're never gonna meet them, And sorry, but before you've met in person, you can be influenced by someone's personality or this, that, or, but here, when you're doing dating websites or whatever, I mean, most people, unless they're just Mother Teresa in a man or woman's form, care about whether they're attracted to somebody, what the person looks like. I mean, I have videos out here. The camera battery's probably gonna run out. I have videos out here that this one. Which one is this that I want? Oh, I think it's this one. I actually I'm gonna delete it. I want the words to it though. Remember, I do these videos. I'm sure I like when every once in a while, there was a woman back in LA, she was like, most things don't reach me. In one of my videos she put on her Facebook, it really, really touched her, So I do reach some people. People have reached me too. They've written, For years, I haven't been able to you know, I had no opportunity. I remember I was controlled, I was limited, I had to do things privately. I didn't want Donald to even know I was doing anything, so I wouldn't even go to, I would listen to rocks, you know, musician songs on YouTube, but I wouldn't go to anything, you know. I was concentrating on myself anyway. I only had time to concentrate on doing my own videos, whatever. That's why a lot of times when a guy would, sometimes a guy, I accept all friend requests. I don't even look at the channel first, okay? Just because I accepted your friend request doesn't mean I quote-unquote like you or whatever. I don't know anything about you. I accept all friend requests. So one time this guy, just because I accepted his friend request, he thought, oh, well, we're going to start chatting, whatever. No, I don't have time. I'm living with an abuser. I have to get drunk with him all the time, or at least pretend to, whenever he wants to, because he wants me to split the booze with him, split the cost with him, you know, even if it's very little cost, it doesn't matter. And then every morning his mom would be like, did you get drunk last night? Did you this, did that? And if I had gotten drunk with him, a lot of times I tried to pretend. You know, I'd split it with him, but then I would want to go drinking on my own, and that wasn't good either. Because I'd rather not drink with him. He'd turn into more of a jerk, you know. And I hated him anyway, but this is when I wasn't his girlfriend anymore. I could throw him out at a moment's notice. But I'm just trying to explain that there's a guy that befriended me out here years ago. Probably 2 years ago. Right in the beginning of Done With This Life 1. He might have even known me from ALICIACREATURE. I don't know. I think he did. And he said to me something like, I think I recognized him. I'd gone back to ALICIACREATURE. He's like, I said, do you know me from ALICIACREATURE, ALICIA 1, whatever? And he goes, do you like Alicia? I wrote to these people just in case they were someone who actually had liked me. Because sometimes people subscribe to you and they do it so because they don't like you and they want to just follow you so they can, behind your back, you know, ridicule you and with your friends, with their friends, whatever, I don't know. I just know there are people that subscribe to you that are not your friends, that don't like you. They just, you know. But anyway, he said about me that I was the most beautiful, inspirational human being that he'd ever known. I don't remember who he is. I think he lives in another country. Maybe, I don't know. I think, but whether he does or not doesn't matter. I think he writes, or he's a musician, or he, now I don't even remember who he is, and that's kind of sad, because there are certain people like him, and like Slipster's videos, I think he's a musician. And there are certain people that I didn't have the leeway, you understand? Obviously, for the whole time I was in the shelter, I don't have the leeway. I'm at the library. I have an hour, maybe a little bit more a day, sometimes give or take, and I had to concentrate on doing my own shit, you know? And then back when I was with Donald and Hope, you know, I didn't have the leeway. I was on automatic pilot. I didn't have much time. I was concentrating on my own stuff and whatever, but now there are certain people whose channels I might want to check out, you know? Fascinated by a lot of things. I was even looking at this woman, Diva Slims Down, you know, she went from 341 pounds to 150 pounds. No surgery. And no, I'm watching The Biggest Loser, but no, you know, personal trainers and this, that, whatever, like The Biggest Loser people get, you know. She was morbidly obese, but she had tons of confidence even when she was morbidly obese, which a lot of people who are not even hardly that heavy at all don't have